Hello and welcome to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin.
And I'm Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
Well, thanks for joining us on La La Land. This is the only nationally broadcast show by Los Angeles artists about Los Angeles artists. On episode 94, a jam-packed episode 94, I might add.
Yes, it's obviously booked all by Brett because it's all women. We've got ourselves a little taco party today.
I know how to book a show.
You know how to book a show. This is like your favorite kind of show. It's like all ladies all the time.
Well, who wouldn't?
I know.
And we got five amazing guests with us. But before we even get to them, let's talk about our little contest this week. That was fun, huh?
It was. That was a really great question you had and all the photos that were up. That's fabulous. I didn't know all of them myself. That was all Benny. Yeah, I didn't know all of them. I was impressed that I knew more than I thought. So, but yeah.
We actually had a contest, for those that don't know what we're talking about, for the Pantages Theater. We gave away 2 tickets to Peter Pan, and Benny came up with a great trivia question that we put up on our Facebook, and people were so excited. I think the contest lasted all of 4 minutes before someone wrote in with the answer. But congratulations to Nancy Handler.
Yes, Nancy Handler, congratulations. You are going to be seeing Kathy Rigby in Peter Pan. And Nancy actually is the mother of Jenna Handler, who is going to be in High School Musical Junior at Theater Palisades Youth with me.
I know that theater.
I know that theater too. It's awesome.
We actually have somebody from that theater here today that's going to talk to us a little bit more about Theater Palisades. Mm-hmm. I guess I'll run down the introductions, and I should say if you have any questions for our amazing guests, make sure you give us a call at 323-247-7443. 323-247-7443. And thanks for coming back, by the way. This is episode number 2 for you. I'm glad you didn't run away after episode number 1.
I did not. You know, I don't scare easily.
Yeah.
So, which I think is good for you. So
absolutely.
That's good news, don't you think? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Good stuff. All right.
To go through our guests, we have playwright Diane Grant from Theater Palisades, who is getting ready to open Has Anybody Here Seen Roy?
Very funny show. Oh, my Lord. I mean, I've read the script myself, and it's great when you can read a script and you're actually laughing before seeing it on stage. That's a gift right there.
It's going to be hilarious.
Yes.
I've gotten to sit in on 1 or 2 rehearsals. I think it's going to be great.
Nice.
Yeah. For information on that, people can go to theaterpalisades.com. Mm-hmm. And we also have with us the Pink Lady of Hollywood, Jackie Goldberg. Thank you so much for joining us, Jackie. Jackie runs a motivational seminar called Get Up, Get Out, and Get a Life.
That's right. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah.
Let's hear from the Pink Lady today.
Absolutely. Yes. And for information on Jackie, you can go to pinkladyhollywood.com. And we have with us 3 ladies from the Girls Camaraderie Project. Arielle Jacobs, Lexi Lawson, and Caitlin O'Brien. For information on them, you can go to wearegpc.com.
I can't wait to learn more.
That's what I meant. wearegpc.org.
Huh?
wearegcp.org.
All right. Sounds good.
I knew it. I knew it the whole time. I was just testing them to see if they knew it.
Yeah. We're going to be on you, man. We're going to be on you. The whole hour. Just wait.
You watch how many times I say wearegcp.org this next hour just to make up for that.
Oh, yes.
Good stuff. What do you say, Van Eric? You want to take us out of here with some fun music? This is actually music from Jackie's show that she recently closed, Jackie Goldberg. The Beat Goes On. And this is just me killing time until we get to the music. How was your week?
My week was great. My week, everyone's back at school now. I have a 4-year-old son, and he was back at school this week, and it was really excellent. And I took him with me. I teach musical theater and dance and things, and I took him with me to one of my schools on Thursday. And you never know, because 4 is unpredictable. And he had the best time. He didn't want to leave. He did not want to leave. It was like 5:00 in the afternoon. He goes, "No, I want to stay." He talks like Christopher Walken when he's excited. He goes, "Mommy, I really want to stay and play." All right. Play on the slides a little more. So.
Cutest kid, looks just like his dad.
He does.
Yeah.
I know. People ask me if I'm the nanny. I'm like, no, Chad. I'll show you my scar if you want. But, I'm not the nanny. I am the mother. Thank you.
Nice. Guys, for information on our show, you can go to La La Land on Facebook, facebook.com/LaLaLandTalk, twitter.com/LaLaLandTalk. You can send us an email at lalalandtalk@gmail.com. And for any information or questions for our guests, give us a call at 323-247-7443. We'll be back on La La Land on LA Talk Live. Hello and welcome to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin.
And I'm Dorothy Dillingham Blue. Brett, that's just really only a time you're going to get to talk right now. It's because we're just going to overpower you.
It's
true.
I figured that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yes. We are here with the three lovely ladies from Girls Camaraderie Project, wearegcp.org. Caitlin O'Brien, Lexi Lawson.
Hey. Oh, we get a clap.
I know, it's nice.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
Lexi Lawson and Arielle Jacobs. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. All right. Well, I'm completely ignorant about this whole project, so I need some teaching. I need someone to tell me what it's all about here.
Lexi and I started GCP this year, and basically it's about building camaraderie instead of competition among girls in middle school.
Oh, wonderful.
So we host workshops in middle schools working with girls ages 10 to 13 roughly. And we bring in a lot of other female artists as well, so performers and actresses and writers and women who express themselves through the arts. And we have a lot of artistic exercises and trust exercises and discussions that help the girls kind of open up to each other and learn to trust each other and learn that it's okay and safe to do that they're supported by each other.
That's a great program. I know, being an artistic person, doing that sort of thing at about 9, you hit middle school and all of a sudden, your legs are too long, your head's too small, and your hair is God knows what, and really to find that safe place to express yourself, I think is what keeps a lot of young people, girls and boys, safe.
Yeah.
In all the way up into high school.
And what's great about our project is that most of the girls that's going through these different changes, they're all going through the same changes, and they all feel like they're alone. So when we bring them together and we show that you all are alike, you all are going through these things, and you can all trust each other, they really open up, and they have such a great time and a great day. It's a great workshop. We have so much fun with the kids.
We just did a workshop a few weeks ago now in Burbank. And it was surprising the transformation of the girls by the end. It was only a 4-hour day, but by the end of the workshop, to hear them, one of them said, I always thought we were friends and I always thought we knew each other, but I realized how much we really didn't know about each other. So it changed them and helped them a lot.
And by the end of the day, they were all yelling out, "We are unique, we are loved, and we are beautiful."
Fantastic. And what a great idea to do it at I think there's a lot of intervention per se in the high school years, but I think the earlier you start, that's so smart to go into the age range that you're doing.
Yeah, it's great. And it's really great for us too to see these transformations among these middle school girls and know that they're all together and they're all friends now. There's girls that they didn't know each other at first, and now they're making friends in all different groups, and there's no more cliques. Yeah. It's just all united, and like we said, camaraderie instead of competition. It goes a long way. So.
But what's so amazing about it is also for us as the leaders of these workshops, in being in the arts, we're always in competition with each other. So in a way, it's also helping us come together with a common goal and helping kind of bridge the gap of not knowing when we're on the same page or not. So.
And how
really
did you
unifying.
get the idea to start the program?
I actually was taking a course that was I was trying to think about what I wanted to do to help the community. It was a course where you have to pick a project that helps benefit the community in some way. So I thought, well, what am I passionate about, and for me, I realized that I've always had a lot of guy friends and not a lot of girl friends. And why is that? Where is my barrier here? So I realized I had some trust issues with women, and it stemmed back to that time of my life. So the more I thought about it, the more I thought I would really I'd like to help women learn to trust other women, but I really see how it starts in middle school, especially going through puberty and all the ways that we feel isolated, we feel insecure, and we start to, get cliquey and we start to, not trust each other. So I wanted to kind of transform that community. And so this is what the idea that we had.
Fantastic. And when's your next workshop that you have coming up? Do you have something in the
Hopefully
future?
in February or March. I'm going to be in New York, actually.
Mhm.
And Lexi's from New York, so we might maybe get to go to her middle school that she went to school at.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. They're great, and it's so transformational. So it's, if there's ever a school, any of the listeners, if there's a school that you would like to bring this project to, give us a call at 323-247-7443.
In the studio right now.
Right. No, but you can go on our website at wearegcp.org, and you can find our email to write us personally.
Great. And now, Caitlin, what is your involvement with the project?
I actually got brought in to help with the social media aspect.
Oh, nice.
I was working with Arielle and Lexi on a little project called Boy from New York City, and I was actually running their social media, and I showed up at a rehearsal, and we had sort of met each other on various different cabaret shows, just kind of bumped into each other a lot, and we sat down and we were chatting, and they told me about GCP, and I just thought it was so incredible, and I said, how can I get involved? How can I help out? And thought, hey, I do this for a living. Let me help out. I would love to contribute my services. And so I've been helping, run their Facebook page and Twitter, Instagram, kind of getting involved there. And
We'd be lost without you.
Caitlin is the Facebook and social media queen.
I do what I can.
Awesome.
So yeah, so we just started working together 2 months
Yeah.
ago. So we're just sort of scratching the surface right now. We've just gotten involved, but I'm really, really excited to be a part of this.
Yeah,
And
because I think with social media, it can be a tool and a weapon.
yeah, I mean
And-
it's with middle school kids, I guess now you can be 13 years old and get on there, and we had actually talked about how dangerous it is and how scary it is. People are really bullying. I've seen it firsthand how people can get on there and they say just the nastiest, meanest things, and it's because people get on the computer and they hide behind it. It's anonymous a lot of the time, so they.
Speaking of, have you heard of, there's a Twitter handle called West High Bros, and they're in the Midwest, I think, somewhere, but these two boys in high school started this anonymous Twitter handle where every day they pick two random people in their school and give them compliments
That's
over
really
Twitter.
neat.
And
That is a
apparently
great
it's
idea.
changed the whole dynamic of the school.
Oh, I love that.
That's
Well, we should post
wonderful.
about that.
I think that should be
Wow.
something that it would be common as opposed to the exception.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
what a great idea.
We
to
should
have
post
it-
about that. I love
have it
that.
at every high school, every middle
Yeah.
school, especially middle school.
Yeah, oh my
Goodness
gosh, yeah.
gracious.
Yeah.
Not
So
just like who
wonderful.
has
I think
the
we're gonna have
homework.
to post about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think every day
Yeah.
someone should give La La Land 2 compliments.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe now with Facebook, I'll start giving one friend a compliment every
Every
day.
day.
Yeah.
That's a
kind
great
of a cool
idea.
Imagine if everybody did that.
Oh my
gosh,
god.
it would be
Oh my
change
God.
everything.
Actually, my
Everything
friend,
is so
a
wonderful.
friend of
do it.
mine is doing that every day. Like he's decided for the whole year, he's going to give a shout out to a friend
I love
every
it.
day. It's Bernard Addison, and
Let's do that.
and it's really cool. He's actually someone I knew from.
Yeah.
We know the same people from Columbia, South Carolina.
I love it.
What? We went to the same high school, but years apart, and then we actually met out here. So it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But shout out Bernard.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and he's telling the story of like how they met and why they're such good friends and why they're inspirational to him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pass it along, everybody.
I love
Yes,
it.
I
yeah.
love that. Yeah.
What do you think is the most, and I know you probably, the girls involved in the workshops get a lot out of it, but what do you think is the most important thing that they get out of it?
It varies. As long as they're getting something out of it, that's important for me.
Mhm.
And what's great about our workshops is that when they come in, they don't know what they're expecting. They just know that they are expecting change. And by the end of the day, to see how they have transformed within these 4 hours is the most incredible thing that you can witness, to see that you're a part of helping these kids grow. So that's what I would
think
say.
what's so surprising to them is when they hear each other open up about their insecurities. Like we have a section where they write down something that they're insecure about their bodies, something they think everyone notices. And they have the opportunity, if they want, to share it in front of everyone. And then as a response, as a group, all of us respond to them saying, you are beautiful, unique, and loved. And to see these girls express, something they're insecure about, it's so, for them, it's like to be able to say it out loud is just such a release.
Yes.
And then also for the girls who don't get up and say anything, for them to even witness and hear, oh, that girl might is thinking what I'm thinking, or that girl is thinking that about herself and I've been so mean to her, or just whatever happens in those moments of transparency is, I think, what changes.
That's really brave.
Yeah, it is. It's
Fantastic.
so brave. They're so young, and to be able to get up and be vulnerable and be able to share, it inspires the other girls. Okay, I'm going to get up now and share. And it was a great domino effect to see that happen. The one girl got up, she told her story. She sat down. Another got up, and because the one generated all 30 or 40 girls to get up and start hugging each other, and it was so beautiful to watch that. So
And how do you think that's impacted or informed your relationship? Like you said, Arielle, you started this because you felt some competition with women. How do you think that's evolved your relation with women?
It's
now
so
as an
funny.
adult?
Yeah, it's so funny when I talk to women about our project and I explain how, high school or middle school was hard, and so we did this thing. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, middle school was so hard." And even just that connecting over that similarity, over that thing that was so challenging.
Brought us together.
Yeah, exactly. So it's doing magic.
yeah.
I think the more you kind of give out, you receive so much more than you ever thought possible.
Right.
Would you say that the same for you, Lexi?
Yeah, when we do these workshops with these girls, by the end, I feel like I'm a middle school child as well. I'm acting like one as well. And I'm crying with them, and I'm dancing around the room with them. And I get so much out of it because I just always say, that was a time of my life and how impacted I was at that time. And to have a program come into my school and do that would have affected me so much more. And I had to learn it along the way myself and by myself. And I had to learn these things after the fact when I'm grown up. But to know that these tools can help you then will be able to impact the rest of your life, and you can step away from the obstacle, which is yourself, and be able to push through and be able to communicate with other women and trust them and know that we're all the same.
Usually dealing with the same thing you are.
We are literally
really.
always dealing with the same issues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds very transformative.
Oh,
I'm
it is.
very excited.
Come to our next one.
I would love to.
should, yeah.
I would love to do
Yeah.
that because I don't know if Brett has told you anything. I direct musical theater, and most of
Yeah,
my
you should
cast are
definitely
in middle
come.
school.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
That
Yes.
would be perfect.
Someone always hits puberty on opening night.
Oh.
Like every single freaking
That
show.
actually happened in the show too.
Right, Arielle, like sister.
I hear you can, if you want to go, you can find information at wearegcp.org.
Yes.
Yes.
We are
And especially
GCP.org.
with like Arielle was saying, with the arts and what we do, and especially when you're younger and you don't get the lead role, or you get the part that, and it's like, how
end of the world.
it's the end of the world. And if they only knew that there's so much more to that, and that it's nothing against them, and
It's just the beginning.
yes, you must come now.
I will.
Okay.
I will. Done.
all the best to the three of you with this project. I think it's
thank you
excellent
so
what you're
much.
doing. And we should also talk about your personal histories as artists, starting with Lexi and Arielle, who have both worked on In the Heights, the Broadway production for both of you, I believe.
For Arielle.
For Arielle, you were in the tour,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Can you talk a little bit, either one of you, about that experience and what that is like? We're actually having the guys from IOA Theatricals who are doing the West Coast premiere of In the Heights
Oh yeah, I
on
heard
the show
about
next
that.
month. Yeah.
Oh, okay, very
So
cool.
they were really excited that we were going to have you on, and a lot of our audience was. I don't really have a specific question, but I
Right.
guess I would love to
could
hear
just
you talk a
talk.
little bit about
Well,
a little bit about the experience and maybe the casting process and what that was
Yeah.
like, because I think that show resonates for a lot of people, male, female, no matter what your ethnic background is.
It
And I
does,
think
yeah.
it's important to a lot of people. So could you
Did you see it?
talk a little? I haven't had a chance to
Not
see it.
yet.
No.
shame. No.
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait till August. IOAtheatricals.com.
I'm going too. I'll come
Yeah.
check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, the show really brings people together. I mean, in what we're talking about with GCP, it's kind of like that magic that happens in that room is like the same as what happens in the theater when in the Heights on stage. And everybody gets really proud of where they came from, even if you're not from the Latino community, even if you're, you could be, I don't know, German or Russian or anything. And something about seeing a culture that is so prideful and it just makes you want to learn more about your own culture.
That's right.
It makes you want to it makes you kind of more grateful for where you came from. It makes you remember your ancestors with respect and with gratitude. But the story aside, like the music and the dancing is out of this world. It is so it like blows the roof off of the place. You can't
Just
even.
that opening number alone.
Oh my
Just-
gosh.
I mean,
It's the best.
how many different genres of music does it hit? I mean, just
Right.
even alone, it goes and back. I really enjoyed it because when someone was like, "Yeah, it's like a hip hop musical," I'm like, "Oh, jeez."
That is
And
so
it's
not
so
the way to
not.
explain
It's
the
not.
show.
It's a way that they get people to come see it who think they
yeah.
don't like musical theater.
Right.
Ah.
Right. Well, the first time that I saw it, I was going in for it. Oh, we have a caller. Wait, I'm going to stop
nice.
talking because I just like that he held the hand and was like, caller.
We have a caller. Hi, caller. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I wanted to talk with Jackie Goldberg.
Oh, can you just hold the line for a second? She's going to be on in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Can she hold on, or
Or I can call back in about 5-10 minutes, whatever you prefer.
why don't when we have Jackie on, which is going to be about 10-15 minutes, just call back.
I can do that.
Okay, thank you for
you.
calling.
Well,
You were saying?
she didn't want to talk to us. We want a phone call. But when I first saw in the Heights, I was going in for I was going in for the role that Arielle played, which was Nina. And it was for a future replacement. And my manager at the time was like, just go see the show. I was like, I don't want to go see the show. And so I was like, okay, I'll go see the show, whatever the show is about. And so I waited outside for the lottery, and I ended up winning, and I sat front row center.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
And I saw the show. I remember seeing the show, and my mouth was on the floor. And when blackout came, I'm not going to ruin the show, but there's a certain number called blackout, and the lights go out. And when they started putting these, whatever they put in the sky, I mean, I was floored. I could not stop talking about the show. I was like, I have to be in this show. I don't think I'm going to
reaction too.
I'm not going to play Nina. I want to play Vanessa, but I have to be in this show one day. I have to. And then I went on and did Rent, and then I got the opportunity to play Vanessa, and that's when I met Arielle. And to make I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. Woo! But I was in Japan while I was doing Rent, and I was on the 30th floor, and I opened all the blinds, and I put on It Won't Be Long Now. And I was like singing, and I was like, I'm going to be Vanessa, and I was singing, and I was pretending like I was Vanessa. And then, 5 or 6 months later, there I was now with Arielle and playing cross Arielle as best friends. I played Vanessa, and she played Nina, so it was an awesome experience. Yeah.
Never know where life can take you.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got to
Awesome.
sing it out. You
Yeah.
got to sing out
Sing
your
it to the world.
dreams, and then it'll come back to you, just like your workshops. You got to
That's
say it
right.
out loud, and then it all comes back.
That's
See,
right.
circle of life here, people.
And Arielle, you're doing In the Heights again, aren't
I'm
you?
about to do it again in Westchester, New York.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where can people find information on that if they're looking?
BroadwayTheater.com.
BroadwayTheater.com. Very cool.
And you also did Broadway.
I did,
did
In the
tour
Heights
and
on Broadway.
Broadway.
Yeah, it's funny. I left the tour because I was hoping to go do the Broadway show. And then a couple days after I left the tour, I found out the Broadway show was closing.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
no.
And so I was devastated for like a week. I was so sad. And funnily, is that a word? Funnily? I'm not
Yes, it
sure.
is.
Oh, okay.
It is now.
Now it is.
My mom calls and she says, you just need to call the producers and you just need to just ask maybe the girl who's there now, Jordan Sparks, maybe she wants to take off 2 days for Christmas. And then you can just go in and you can get your Broadway debut in 2 days. And I was like, man, that's so stupid, Mom. And you can't do that. Like 2 hours later, I called my agent. I was like, so my mom had this idea. And he called the producers and they said, actually, funny you called. We were just about to call you and offer Arielle the last 2 months of the show because Jordan's
smart
leaving.
lady.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
See,
so it all worked out.
Mom is
That's
so
great.
right.
Mom had the intuition.
Now,
She
I
knew it
thought
was
you
coming.
were auditioning to replace Mandy Gonzalez. Is that am I
Initially,
incorrect?
yeah. And initially, I auditioned to replace Mandy
Okay.
for the Broadway run.
Right.
And then she didn't leave for some reason. So they booked me for the national tour a year before the tour started.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then you got to go back eventually and do the last couple
Yeah.
months of the Broadway show.
Yeah.
That's great.
With Lynn. Yeah.
How fun.
Wow.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think that
cool.
show means a lot to
It
a lot of
does. It
people.
really
and
does.
It's a great
really-
show.
yeah.
The music's amazing. It's amazing.
Do it. Dance it.
Yeah,
Good
dance
stuff.
it out.
Guys, go see it in August. ioatheatricals.com. It's the West Coast professional premiere.
Don't miss it.
And
Yes.
if you're on the East Coast, you can see it.
At Westchester Broadway Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, from February 7th until March 17th.
Oh wow,
that's
you're
a nice
really
run.
you're about to open that.
Yeah. Yeah, I leave next week.
Great. We'll break a leg.
Thanks.
Good thing you know the part.
I know. Yeah, good thing. You know the part.
I'm not that quick on harmonies. I'll just admit that right there. If I had to learn harmony, I'm like, what? Say what?
I'm the same way with dancing.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. Well, that's where we're gonna start having. I want to do Dorothy's dance break so I can teach Brett step all
God.
change.
You know what's funny is I'm auditioning for Rent later on
I
today,
know.
and I actually
Are you?
I packed my dance sweats for the first time in like a year for an audition.
Wait,
It
really?
was weird.
Where
Where
Yeah.
are they doing that production?
I'll tell you off air.
I haven't heard about it yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's special. I'm trying to eliminate competition though, so I'll tell you off air.
Clever.
Arielle, Jacobs, Lexi Lawson, and Caitlin O'Brien. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Toodaloo.
Yes, and don't forget to visit wearegcp.org.
Yes.
And you can find us on Facebook and Twitter as well.
And you can also
We are
find
GCP.
me at www.lexilawsonofficial.com.
And ArielleJacobs.com.
and CaitlinO'Brien.com.
There's a lot of .coms running around.
Yeah,
there.
it's all good.
And
Awesome.
on Facebook.
Any shout outs? You want to say hi to your moms? Anything like that?
I got
before we go?
engaged.
Congratulations.
So my fiance,
Flash the left hand, lady. Nicely
Bling
done.
the bling.
he did a good job. Thank you. My
Very
Leonidas
nice.
Galactus. Yes. My Australian Greek.
Oh
Yes.
my
Congratulations.
goodness.
Thank
You're
you.
his Sheila.
What?
Are you his Sheila now?
I'm his Sheila. You know about that.
I do.
Sheila means girl in Australia. It's like the girl. Like, hey, how you doing, Sheila? So that's I'm a Sheila.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys, we're going to be back to talk with playwright Diane Grant. She's opening, has anybody here seen Roy at Theater Palisades? TheaterPalisades.com for information on that. If you have any questions, make sure you give a call at 323-247-7443, 323-247-7443. And well be back on La La Land on LA Talk Live.
Woohoo.
Bye.
Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin. That's Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
Hello.
How do you want to do this? Let's work this out.
I want to say my own name.
You wanna say
'cause,
your own
know,
name?
I'm good at that.
You're
I'm good at that.
you
I'm
should
good.
be able to say your
Unless
own
we
name. Darn
introduce
it.
each other.
Well, you
That's
know
one option.
that was an option that I really like. Actually,
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
that's how we did it when we originally started the show, and then we kind of stopped that. But yeah.
Okay,
Let's bring
so
it
let's
back.
practice. Let's practice. So you do the LA talk. Okay.
Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. That's
This-
Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
And that's Brett Chapin.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll work
I
out
like
the
that.
wording.
Oh, no.
We'll work out the wording a little more.
I went to see a concert of this band, the Chapin Sisters, no relation, and they introduced each other, and I thought it was so cool that I started doing it in the show.
Ooh.
But then when we would have guest co-hosts,
Uh-huh.
I would make the guest co-host say my name, and the show was split into 6 segments, so it would happen 6 times over the hour, and it just got kind of annoying. But now we're not split into 6 segments, so if we just do it once in the beginning of the show, it might be okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that'll work.
We're all working out our show stuff
Yeah,
while
I
our guests sit here and listen. I'm so sorry.
I'll introduce you
Yes.
next time.
It'll be shorter, I tell you. Well, we are talking with the amazing playwright Diane Grant. First off, thank you so much for joining us,
My
Diane.
pleasure, my pleasure.
And you are opening this Friday.
We are.
Has anybody here seen Roy at Theater Palisades?
January the 18th, 8 o'clock,
Very nice.
7:30 champagne.
All right, I'll be there for that.
Good, good. Party downstairs afterwards.
I love the Theater Palisades opening night parties.
They're fun.
Good
They're
stuff.
lots of fun. Yeah.
For information, people can go to theaterpalisades.com.
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell us a little bit about Roy without giving too much away? Is there a way to do that?
Roy. People are looking for Roy. Lots of people are looking for Roy.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the people who are looking for him are the women he's left behind. So it's a comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. And you have a pretty stellar cast. They're working real hard, it seems like.
I have a wonderful cast. It's just wonderful. Really, really sweet, nice, intelligent, hardworking people. And we've really been a team. And Susan Stengel, who's the director, is out of this world. She's so sharp.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
We
also a
love Susan.
doctor
Yes.
as well.
An obstetrician.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is fancy pants obstetrician
She is.
and fancy pants director.
So
now.
everybody goes to her and says, I have this little cough.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
She's terrific.
And I should say to our caller that's holding on right now, just keep holding and we'll get you on. It's the same person calling back for Jackie.
We promise.
Yes, we will get you on. And Diane, how did you get the idea for the show? Is there a way to talk about that without really giving too much away?
I don't want to give away the plot, but the idea came to me when I was watching the Pacific Palisades 4th of July parade.
Okay.
So that's what's happened. I thought, this is amazing. So that's what gave me the idea.
All right.
Yeah.
And it's set in and around the Pacific Palisades, correct?
Mhm. The Santa Monica girls and the Pacific Palisades. We make a little trip to the Liquid Kitty and various places like that.
Very nice. I think that's something that's a lot of times people go and see theater in Los Angeles, and it's always about some slum in the Bronx or it's some out there place. And I think to go and see something that's actually set in and around where you work, live.
Well, it's
play.
something that you know.
Exactly.
Which is great. I mean, you can be very specific about places and about people and about culture and about the way people interact because you've been there. You've walked down the street and you've made the notes.
Yeah.
So it's
Sure.
fun. And people relate to something like that, that's specific. So I'm hoping that it'll go well.
I know it will.
Yeah.
I know it will. Diane and I have worked together before.
Yes.
Developing and putting on Wind in the Willows.
Oh,
And
there's news on that, isn't there?
there
Recent
is
news? You wanna say that?
fantastic news. It is now available for licensing through youthplays.org.
Right.
You can go there and find out about it. It is a musical with music written by Michael Riley.
Who's
And
really, really good.
oh yeah, very talented guy. The very talented guy. And what I loved about working a play and having the writer there was actually if you had questions about the play or the words being used, you could actually turn to your left and say what, and wonder like what is going on, as well as the actors can do that. I think a lot of times we're these playwrights are teaching in a college somewhere and aren't accessible or they're dead and there's no way to ask them what the heck they were thinking, and it's so great to be able to do that. Is there something working with that? Have you seen your writing change?
Oh, it's so much fun, and people. I don't know if it's in L.A. or not, but a lot of people keep the playwrights out of the room. They're not allowed to be there.
So
at
weird.
rehearsals. And what is wonderful about being at rehearsals is that you incorporate things that the cast comes up with, lots of little sparkling dialogue that wasn't there before. You get to clarify things. It's very good for the play because it evolves into something better. than
For
it
me
was.
as an actor, I would want the playwright there so I could ask questions if I needed to. Or,
Yeah, what does this mean?
I mean, I know it's the director's job, but it can be a combination of both.
Oh, yes, and Susan's very accommodating that way.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's been an ensemble effort, and I just love it.
it's great.
Yeah.
And you're running for 5 weeks?
Yes, through February the 17th.
Okay.
That's a Sunday matinee at 2.
Sundays at 2, Fridays, Saturdays at 8.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there are a few more things. The first 10 paying customers, as long as they last, get a $1 coupon for the yogurt shop.
Nice.
Pacific Palisades.
Very nice.
That's a yummy place, I must say. And they stay open late.
They
so
do.
you can go after the show and get a refreshing froyo.
Yes.
We love
yes.
the yogurt shop. They did a benefit for us at the end of December where $1 of all their sales went to Theater Palisades.
Oh, did they? That's
fantastic.
wonderful. They're great.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're featuring Snickerdoodles flavor this month.
I'm
Oh.
hungry.
Gotta go. Yeah.
I know.
I'm hungry already.
And
Very
also,
nice.
on Friday, the 25th, we have a pay-as-you-can, minimum $5 performance.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And we also have a talkback performance on February 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So if audience members want to talk to the director or actors.
And the
or
playwright, too.
playwright,
Well, you'll be there, yes? Sure. Absolutely. I've
Ask
done those
questions.
talkbacks before with the writers in on the stage with us, and man, you get some fun questions
Oh,
from them,
really?
because
Ah.
they'll ask you really specifically
Uh-huh.
anything. Did you know someone just like yada yada? And it's very lively. It's very lively, not only to participate in, but also to watch. So come on out for that.
Check it out, guys. TheaterPalisades.com.
Mhm.
Has anybody here seen Roy?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Diane.
Oh, my pleasure. It's fun.
And we're going to take a real quick 30-second break and be back with the Pink Lady of Hollywood, Jackie Goldberg. If you have any questions, make sure to give a call at 323-247-7443, 323-247-7443. And to our caller who is holding for Jackie, we will get to you as soon as we come back on La La Land on LA Talk Live. Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. That's Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
And across the table from me is Brett Chapin.
And we are talking with the Pink Lady of Hollywood, Jackie Goldberg. If you have any questions for Jackie, make sure you give us a call at 323-247-7443, 323-247-7443, pinkladyhollywood.com.
All right.
We should just get straight before we should go to our very patient caller
Yes,
who's been holding
I agree.
with a question for Jackie. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for calling.
Oh, I'm calling to say hello to Pink Lady. My name is Joan.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Joan.
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good.
Okay, Pink Lady. Now, wait a minute. How do you get a name like Pink Lady? How did that come about?
It's a long story. To make it short, I was in the garment business years ago, and actually almost 50 years ago. And they said, you need something that people are going to remember you by. And my late husband said, you know what? You look good in pink. You're going to be the Pink Lady. And that was it. Within 2 weeks, there was a big name up in my showroom, the Pink Lady, with a big pink star, and it just took off. And I've been the Pink Lady, Pink Grandma, Pink everything, and it's just been a great journey. Thank you for asking. Thank you.
Does that mean that you wear pink all the time, or just some of the time, or how does that work?
99.5% of the time, unless I get a call, like I was on House last year, and I got the job wearing pink, and they put me in a purple Armani suit. So I had to psych myself out,
There you go.
I'm still the Pink Lady. I'm still okay.
It's still a warm tone.
It is a warm tone, right?
Yes.
I've never seen you not wearing pink.
I know. It's always, well, it's a great color. My other company is called Get Up, Get Out, and Get a Life. I'm going to hold it up here. It's a little bag with my website and everything on it. And it just is, it's a fun color. It's uplifting. And I tell people, I do a show called Rockin' with the Ages. I've had 4 shows already, going on to the
Really?
5th one. And this was called The Beat Goes On. And I tell everybody that we are young, 60, 70, 80, 90-year young people who are creative, vital, productive, energetic, and entertaining. And that's the name of the game. So
I agree.
Well,
I think you continue to be. I think you continue to be entertaining and enjoyable to listen and watch. I mean, up until who knows when.
age is only a number, sweet thing.
Absolutely.
That's all it is. When I tell people that I'm 80 and they look at me, they go, excuse me, how old did you say? I said, no. You mean how young am I? And it is infectious.
Mm-hmm.
I did a couple of commercials, and afterwards everybody said, your energy. And even I had on The Beat Goes On, I had like a little cameo. I was like the producer. And after I walked out, and people said, you just energized that stage. And they said, it's your age. And I said, you know what? Any age you can do it. It's attitude. So
Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling, by the way.
well, thank you, and thank you, Jackie.
thank you, Joan. Thank you.
So you do these seminars called Get Up, Get Out, and Get a Life, and people
Right.
can
can find information at pinkladyhollywood.com about
Right,
that.
right. I love that.
What happens? What happens in the seminars? What do you talk about?
Talk about everything. I talk about attitude. I talk about words for the wise at this age, about continuing a life's journey. And then I talk about senior sexuality. Cute story. Someone called me and said, Pink Lady, do you date? I said, excuse me, do I look like I'm dead? I said, of course I date. And I mean, it was like, hello. But I mean, it's like, you're alive. If you're alive, you date. I mean, sex is not just going to bed with someone, it's holding hands and giving someone a hug or a kiss. And I think you got a caller. I'm like so excited.
Yeah, we have a caller.
Yes.
I was George Clooney. I'm available, George.
Caller or George Clooney? Hello.
Yeah, well, not exactly George Clooney, but I do like to consider myself a handsome man.
Oh, hello.
And handsome man, what is your
I have a
name?
question for the Pink Lady.
All right. What's your name, dear?
My name is Rick.
Hi, Rick. You've got a great voice. What do you think, Jeff?
Wow,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you got a spot on your radio show. I'm always looking.
Yeah. Get some
Why
Facebook
not?
votes and we'll talk.
I love it.
Sorry for the shameless plug.
That's all right.
So my question for the Pink Lady is, at 80 years old, most people are, 12, 15 years into their retirement. Why be so busy at this stage of your life?
Well, I always say to someone, Rick, and you sound adorable, and I like younger men, so what can I tell you?
Rick called in and got some compliments
Yeah,
today.
but with me,
I got to be careful. This lady sounds more than I could handle.
well, with me, I say if you've got life in you, if you've got the energy to get up in the morning and say to the world, hello, world, here I am, why stop having a good time? I mean, I'm having the best time of my life. Number one, I can't get pregnant. Number two, but it's the truth. Number two, I am still able to get up in the morning, feel good, feel comfortable, and the world is out there for people like myself. 1 out of every 5 persons in this United States in 10 years will be 65 years young and older. I mean, like, hello. So we are, all joking aside, a force to be reckoned with, politically, economically, socially, every which way. So, Rick, I'm out there doing my thing at 80. I hope to be doing at 90 and 100. So there you go.
Well, I got to tell you, you're an inspiration for people like me that are 55 still working, and I wake up some days and don't want to get out of bed. So,
Tell me about it, Rick.
Thank you for doing what you're doing and kind of leading the charge.
Oh, thank you so much. We'll talk. Thank you.
Good day, people.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You really are, though. You really are an inspiration, I think,
Well,
for a lot of people, no matter what your age.
You know what? But I look at someone like yourself, and I've met Brent before. We were in a show together at the stage door. And by the way, he is a delightful gentleman and a good actor. But most important, he's very kind and caring to his fellow actors. That's what makes him special. But with me, I feel that I am blessed at this stage, at 80, to be here and to enjoy the lovely lady sitting to my right and this beautiful lady who is a dynamic writer, and you, Brent, and my engineer. I mean, what a wonderful day it is today. I mean, to everybody out there, please, if you want to be energized, give me a call, and we'll get up, get out, and get a life together. You can always reach me on my website, as I said, www.pinkladyhollywood, or my own email, which is pinklady7@earthlink.net. So there you are.
Wonderful.
Very nice.
Oh, and I just became a great grandmother.
No
Yes,
way.
yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
What, a little boy, little girl? What's
It's
the
a
name?
little girl,
Uh-huh.
and her name is Mia.
Oh,
And Mia is adorable, just
my
darling. And I think Mia wants to be an actress like her pink grandmother,
Oh.
great
Sweet.
grandmother.
yes.
So-
So she came out, she let everybody know with her lung
Oh,
capacity
wait,
and the
yeah.
screaming.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And the actions with the hand movement.
Oh.
I mean, and wears pink all the time.
Well, there you go.
I've been lucky enough to go to Pink Lady's house. Oh my gosh, it is amazing. Everything pink. Everything in the whole house.
I even have,
except for like the dining room table and things
Yeah,
like that.
I mean,
but
with white.
mainly pink.
but you know what a that or caller. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, one more. We have another caller.
Yeah, caller. What's your name? Oh.
Hi, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hi. I'd like to ask a question to Jackie, if I could.
Absolutely.
Sure.
What's your name?
Jackie, this is Ira. How are you?
Oh, hi. Fine. How are you, dear heart?
I am doing terrific. Hey, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I just want to know where you get the energy and strength to do all that you do. You are absolutely incredible, incredibly nonstop.
I do know. I'm like the energetic bunny, that energizer. It's in pink. I take 30 vitamins a day.
Uh-huh.
And
30?
Yeah, 30. I mean, I'm just that's my breakfast in the morning with a Starbucks coffee. I had to say it, but it is true. I don't have stock in it, but I do like it. But anyway, I do take 30 vitamins, and I eat really pretty good. I do. I'm a salad person. I'm really off kind of meats and stuff like that, and I like.
Yours.
I only weigh 87 pounds. And I'm cute, darling, adorable, and humble and shy, and available.
Everything I know and love about you.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to grow up and be you.
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
I want to grow up and be Jackie.
Don't we all? I tell you.
Who doesn't?
I know.
Thank you so much for calling in. God bless.
Thanks, Ira.
Absolutely a pleasure. You take care of yourself, honey.
Thank you.
Can I tell a funny story about Jackie?
Oh, yes.
This is a funny story. So, Jackie and I are doing this show, and I know that this might be difficult for you to believe, but there's actually times when I'm not easy to work with. Occasionally, casting directors, occasionally.
What?
And yeah. And so the director had asked me to do something. You remember this. The director had asked me to do something, and I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And she said, yes, you are. And I said, no, I'm just not. I'm not. And we got back to the dressing room, and I remember where we were sitting, and Jackie turns to me, and she looks at me, and she goes, Brett, you are not Brad Pitt. I have never had the wind taken out of my sails so fast in my life. And I was, okay, Jackie, yeah, you're right. And I went right back in, and I told the director that I'm going to do exactly what she wanted me to do.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I have to tell you though, that's what being 70 in our 70s, that's what it takes. It's just like, you know what? What the hell? I'm going to tell it as it is. You're not you may be someday, but you know what? The director, producer says this is what we want. Hey, you know what? It's your buck. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
And I went right in and told her that I was going to do it. Jackie says what's on her mind. We love Jackie.
Yes.
Thank you. But it's fun. And thank you so much. By the way, your show is adorable. You have great people on. Love the girls. Their energy and their talent was wonderful. Mm-hmm. And this lovely lady as a writer. I mean, I think it's great what you do, because what you're doing is giving LA and everywhere a chance to see the people that make up our great city here. And there's so many of us in different ages that make that diversification.
Absolutely.
And you guys do it so well, and I thank you for that. So,
Thank you.
I want my own talk show. Isn't there anybody out there? I need a rich, wealthy, multi-millionaire to get me on. And I wouldn't shut up either. So.
Well, you've done other shows at LA Talk Live here, haven't you?
I have.
Excellent.
And it's been fun. I love it.
You need to get a show on this
I
network.
I do.
Probably like
Absolutely.
Senior spanking or something like that.
No. I would call it senior sex and relationships.
Ooh.
I like that.
Good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And don't you think though that it's advice for seniors, but I think there's a lot that people from younger generations can glean from that.
Can I tell you? I had a class a few weeks ago, and in it there were people that were 40, 50, 60s and up. Mm-hmm. And afterwards, one of the 45-year-old girls came up. She said, I have to tell you, I really didn't want to come. I figured, well, what is she going to tell me? Hello. And she said, you made me feel so good about myself at this age. I kept saying, look at me at 45 and look at her at 80. Wow, I've got all these wonderful years to grow. And I was very, very surprised and very good. I felt very good about it because it doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah.
It's what feels inside, and it's what that attitude of yours is. We all have an attitude.
Sure.
Every one of us has our own, but it's an attitude that should be a positive one. I don't let negatives in my life. I always say to somebody, it will never rain on my parade. Ever, ever. I just don't let it.
Right.
And even if it's raining outside, I have an umbrella. So it doesn't matter.
And what I love is my very close to, I'm named after my grandmother, and she is, I'm not even, she won't want me to say her age, so I won't say it out loud. But anyway, she, what I've always been impressed with her is her, she still has a childlike wonderment to the world. Yes. And I think that's what makes her such a young spirit, is that she doesn't consider herself as done learning.
No,
she's happy to pass on the information that she has, but also to learn more about what is going on around her through us or experiences that she still is having. And that, to me, that's been a big lesson for me, even directing or teaching the youth of today, is you're not done.
You're not. Can I tell you, I learned today from my children. I have 5. I have 6 grandchildren, as I said, 1 great-grandchild. I learn every day something new. And if I've ever, shall we say, we all make mistakes in life. If I have made a mistake, I'm at the point now in my life that, you know what? I'm going to take that mistake and I'm going to turn it around.
Yes.
And I do that. And as I said, I think it's because I realize that the journey is never over. Oh. It's always there to take a different road anywhere we can. And that's what's fun. You know what I want to do one day? I'm going to talk to our lovely writer. I want to do a one-woman show. Oh, I've always thought about something like that. I would love it.
You have not done a one-woman show?
No, never did it. Never. And if people say to me all the time, I think that would be really a good, fun thing to do.
Diane,
we have to talk.
Write it down for you.
We got to talk.
Yeah.
We got to talk.
Absolutely. Be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Oh, look at that. Now we're going to have La La Land Production Company.
I
think that would be a great start.
You never know where the show can lead you.
No, you
never
don't.
know.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I love that we're creating opportunities.
Yes.
That's nice.
That's what the show's all about.
Absolutely.
Recognizing and getting that ball
That's
rolling.
right. That's right.
Well, Jackie, the Pink Lady of Hollywood Goldberg, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
For any information on Jackie, you can go to pinkladyhollywood.com. And next week on the show, we have 2 amazing guests as well. We have actress Emma Hawley and the band Madison Hatter. So looking forward to talking to both of them.
Now, and for people to win tickets to Has Anyone Seen Roy, they should check our Facebook page on Monday.
Yes, they should. They can check. Actually, we're going to give away the tickets, I'd say Monday afternoon.
Afternoon.
Check it after 12 o'clock on Monday.
Okay.
We got 2 free tickets to Has Anybody Here Seen Roy?
Very nice.
But you guys are going to have to answer a trivia question. So we'll have to, you and I will have to get together and talk. How do you do a trivia question on a show that's a world premiere, though?
Good
Maybe we'll make our trivia question really easy.
You know what? If you were listening to today's episode, I bet that question will be easier.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
She comes in here and starts co-hosting, and now she's thinking.
I know.
It's great.
It's a gift. It's a gift.
Guys, hit us up on our Facebook, too, and say hello at facebook.com/lalalandtalk or Twitter at twitter.com/lalalandtalk. You can send us an email at lalalandtalk@gmail.com. And until...
We can't wait to hear from you. Come on. Pepper us with questions. Give it all you got. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Who do you want to see on the show? Let us know that too.
Or do you want to be on the show?
Exactly.
Yeah. Let us know. Until next week. That's Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
And that's Brett Chapin.
And this is La La Land on LA Talk Live. We'll see you at the top.